We have Maxine Waters with us now. We were trying to find a representative or senator who supports the bill to come on and defend it. Only one had the courage to accept our invitation, and she is Democratic Representative Maxine Waters of California. She joins us now. Congresswoman, great to see you. Thank you so much for coming in.
You're certainly welcome.
And let me just start with countrywide. We were talking about the countrywide part of this bill, the fact that so many of the loans, and you've been one of the most severe critics of countrywide and Angela Mazzillo and what they did for very good reasons. You have really called them to the mat. Don't they get a huge bailout in losing some of their worst loans from their books and passing those loans on to the FHA as a result of this housing bill?
You've got to put everything into a different kind of perspective. And let me tell you that while, yes, some of these lenders are going to make out, and I guess Countrywide has sold to Bank of America. They have all of these properties. Many of these properties are just driving down these neighborhoods. You go to a block where you have boarded up homes. Those good people who work every day, who are keeping up their homes, are losing value very fast. We've got to get these homes stabilized, the community stabilized, and so we had to do some things that some of us don't like that much in order to help the average American taxpayer.
Well, I understand, and you make a great point, because a community in which people have a stake in it, in which they own property, makes for a safer community, a more pleasant community to live in. However, is there any way that we can pass a bill to help out those communities in which we don't bail out the worst offenders in this mortgage mess?
Well, first of all, we make them mark down the properties to 85% of value. And we have strengthened the FHA so that if, they meet the criteria, they can get that refinancing done. They can stay in their homes. And that's our number one priority, to keep people in their homes.
But Congresswoman, the head of the FHA, Mr. Montgomery, says, and I'm quoting him, the FHA is not designed to become the federal lender of last resort, a mega agency to subsidize bad loans. So he's saying we don't have the facilities to handle that kind of a portfolio.
Well, the problem is this. They absolutely can do the refinancing. We're not asking them to do refinancing for people who have no ability to pay. We're asking them to look at these loans and to do modifications and workouts that make good sense. The problem is that the lenders who suckered many of these people into these bad loans that are now resetting are the villains. Many of these hard-working people did not know what it meant to have a reset where you were going to have a margin that was above the going interest rates. And so we think that they should not have to give up their American dream and not have any help from their government. We think we can make this work. And I do not think we're going to take big losses, because if there is a family who does not have a job, they don't have any ability to pay, what we've got to help them do is get into a rental property. They can't own a home.
Yeah, but Congresswoman, you described as villains a lot of these lenders, and I might agree with you, but the fact is you're rewarding the villains. The villains are the ones who are going to be able to remove these bad loans from their books and pass them on to the taxpayer.
No, we're rewarding the American citizen who, number one, wants to keep their home, believe in the American dream, and going to work even harder to hold on to it because of the danger that they found themselves in. We're saving whole neighborhoods. We are making sure that the value of these properties don't continue to deteriorate, because we're not going to allow all of these boarded up properties where thieves are stripping out the copper, where gangbangers are moving in, where police and fire are being taxed in order to try and maintain the neighborhoods. We're going to help them. We're going to help the cities, because the cities are using their hard-earned general tax money trying to maintain these. They're losing property value, and so this is one of those lessons that we've all learned.
It's a heck of a lesson, I'll tell you. A heck of a lesson that we all have learned.
We've got to help the American hard-working family.
The fact is that the majority of the American public look at this bill. They see that Angela Mazzillo, some of the others, are going to be able to take these bad loans off of their books. They also, by the way, see that Senator Chris Dodd and some other members of the banking committee got sweetheart loans from Countrywide and Angela Mazzillo, and that doesn't look too good either.
Well, I want to tell you, if any member of Congress receives some kind of favoritism and they're not paying market value, they have violated the ethics rules and they will be liable for it.
Well, then Chris Dodd did exactly that.
Well, then Chris Dodd will have to account for that. I am not here to try and defend any kind of wrongdoing. He says that that was not the case, that he got a market rate loan. I don't know, but we have several things going on here. Not only do we have ethics committee to deal with this, I have gotten and challenged the FBI to go out there and to get many of these bad actors and to prosecute them.
Well, good for you.
And they're starting to do a good job. I want to send you the information about what the FBI are doing.
Please do, and we'd like to invite you back. We're up against a hard break. You know what that's about, Senator. But we should mention, by the way, Senator Kent Conrad, also criticized for taking one of these loans from Countrywide, did give the money back. So far, that hasn't happened from Senator Chris Dodd. Senator Maxine Waters, I wish we had more time. Please come back to Scoreboard, would you?
I will. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.